Imoene Chitab Kalenjin ilele menye. Igere ne Chitab Kalenjin ibotene. Imoene Chitab Kalenjin ilele menye. Ugezi so Chitab Kalenjin unengengi. Botingengi onime mwawe yenaitul. Kongo mengen konime teba tige mwaun. Igere na Chitab Kalenjin ibotene. Igere na Chitab Kalenjin ibotene.
Karibuni bikab Kalenjin Chebet eng kebeberwek tugul chomi emetab Australia, chomi emotinwekab Kenya. Karibuni kimishoni nya special episode. Kimi episode number 33 kongoi biik chekaro ang takwek cheterchin chomi olomi. Mete kityo mwawech olonamchine chano okerchine chano eng kemboutab rani kakeitu kimisho. Agenge show no ijame noto ko igere ne Chitab Kalenjin kitinye toek kakoingian toek miko. Agere Sheila Chemweno tune in Sheila Chemweno mwawech ile imyeno eng kemboutab rani. Sikosikyi ketestai kibagenge kong'ete kinomi agoi koi saishekab chebo koi kitugoti. Agere Dori Chelaka director nebo olimbo kibagengeit agenge eng kebebertab Nairobi noto ko Optifen kosubech faninyo Pereste Rotich kosubech kobun kebeberta nebo olimbo Saudi Arabia. Nelly Rono kosubech kobun kebeberta nebo olimbo Nairobi County. Kongoi Nelly Rono ak biik tugul. Agere mwalimu Eric Maraba ak biik tugul chekosubech. Amete kityo asom Chitab Kalenjin ole imi eng saishekab koraki laikan shiansho nebo betutab rani amu kimi a very special episode. King'alale ra kit nemi muguleldab balozi sikekure balozi kokosubkei ak boisiet nekiyai nekibendi kediscussane ra akobo ng'alekab talents. So ngimi ole imi ishian show nenyo laikan show nenyo mwawech ile imyeno. Kongoi biik chokere Silas Kering tune in from Nandi County. Kongoi Chitab Nandi County. Agere kora CEO nanyu kosubech noto ko Mama Emily Korir kosubech chini kwa chini Sami mwenyewe Jemoge Sami Real Keep mwenyewe isubisho nenyo eng kemboutab rani. Olaikan oshiansho nenyo eng betutab rani sikosikyi kechergei icheke. Kongoi biik chebo Olep Adelaide South Australia. Agere kaotawo chongian Melbourne biikab Melbourne mautien ak biikab Melbourne Australia. Karibuni show nenyo nebo kemboutab rani. Angot Charles mwenyewe angot Moses biikab angot Felix komi kebeberta nebo Melbourne. Kongoi biikab Western Australia. President noto ko Steve Elder Steve Sityenei nekole jama kosani show nebo kemboutab rani. Kongoi timitab imba Sydney Western Australia angot Alfred Sajin biik kabisa jemi tune in eng betushek eng saishek ab koraki kosube show. Kongoi biikab olimbo Queensland olimbo Brisbane ole miango nekele Chemweno. Kongoi biikab Brisbane ak knowledge anok amakitau show nebo betutab rani. Biikab olimbo Sydney Australia taoni kubwa olimbo kaboyo nebo emetab Australia. Agere kawaingian agere mwalimu Ara Maraba kale mi tune in kobeberushanech eng kemboutab rani kobun Angari. Oshian olaikan show nenyo amakitau biikab emetab Kenya amakitau show lazima arekto agoi kokwenyu nebo olimbo the city nekile Tulwa Mwetuny ne Mountains of Lion. Agebe kora agoi kokwetab Moi University biikab Moi University otau Oshian olaikan show akateshi olimbunu engineer kab Cheserut. Agere ku tugul kimi kakeitu ewan. Abaibai agerok kemi episode number 33 biikab emetab America. Agere Chitab Malta kakoit Amawe olimbo Columbus Ohio. Arab Ng'eny Dan Ng'eny Asola nekimi episode number 13 kosubech Kalamira Chepterwai Chitab Mexico. Gilbert Kiptong kale watching from Canada olimbo Toronto. Cheluket Maywa kale following live from Kapkatet, Congo Chitab Kapkatet, Philip Melly, tune in from Northern Territory, live and clear. Gongoi kaimwa wech but kega sege live and clear. Gongoi big tugul jagoge tuye gongoi big jagoge excited gongoi big jagole tune in eng betutabran. Amite kityo abgot work ama gigrosen kebe bertan imbo the land of the right brothers. Olimbo the Columbus Ohio genyoru the icon Chitab OGW sikomwa wera kole OGW kone Benjamin Sukut mwalimu mwenyewe sango Kongoi mwalimu kaileje jimi tune ingolimba Sydney Australia amete kityo abwatu akale ngimi emetab Australia ngimi emetab America ngimi ematunwek alak tugul akimeje ibirsimet olimba ground olimba mashinani ongala pik kokakimwa akelejo kokenyoru solution na kampuni nekikure Tolcom downloaden ako ngalal ak biku ingolimba ground ingolimba area kimeje sitikeshian ing taya Matelongrono labatindet na kikure athletic analyst nekiko representan emetab Kenya kenyisiek alak kale tune nin eng kemboutab rani komi kebeberta nebo Toronto kale talent is the way to go. Thanks for the two young stars Nata ko Chebet and Kibet. Kongoi Chitab Toronto Beatrice Chep. Kongoi loud and clear. Haine Kemboy goes beach kubun kebeberta nebo Cyprus. Amete ke crossen from Olem nyumbani ole gimiakta ekyok ake bago emet nebo the land of the right brothers Palosi amune emetab Columbus Ohio.
Kongoi Osea, welcome all, karibuni nyote from all parts of the world. If you're following us, please make sure you share, like our program, and encourage all the young people to watch, because we will all be inspired by our guests today. Kijamege ngule Columbus, Ohio. Togogaron Kibai Osea. I'm very excited to be hosting or probably interviewing these great I call them prospective student athletes. They will do great, and we are very excited. Engineer Janet, I see today you are in, I see the bridge, so I say this is California. We want to cross the bridge. That is one of the best or the biggest or the busiest bridges in North America. So that is where Engineer Janet works, and she lives in California and Florida. She likes warm places, I guess. Kotoma getestai ameja onyor engineer sagasale une oleimi. I see the bridge. We will start from the other side. By the time we finish, we will all have crossed this bridge, and we will be on this side. So, engineer, where are you today?
Thank you, Balozi and Hosea, and welcome to all our listeners and our special guests, Britney and Bradley. We're really happy and excited to have you today. Hello, we'll give you some time to say hello to our guests and our listeners. But Balozi, you asked where I am today. California is in my heart. I love California so much, and I believe that's why I have my bridge, but I'm in Florida today. It's a great day, and I'm grateful to be alive, to be well, and to be interviewing young minds and young champions is what I would say. So it's such a privilege. I love young people. I love talking to them. So it's just going to be incredible, and I know everyone is going to be inspired. If you have any kids, gitindai lago ngiyabas sang yako karibu lenji lakwengung okay nyogegas ngaleju, because Britney and Bradley have a lot to say. They have a lot to share about their lives and their journey, and I think you will be inspired. And we are going to have such an amazing time. So welcome everyone. Nitatumia English, Kiswahili, and Kalenjin just in case, so that Britney and Bradley can understand. Kongoi Balozi.
Kongoi kastay kyok betu tabrani ke mo abwati ole missing ke ngololi Ingeresa in benefit nebo lagok ko abwati ale ye kiburuji lakini kieti Kiingereza eng betutab rani kosubkei ak lagochu neranichu mengechen na ayani atinye kayanet eng muguleldanyu ale kangotomo ketou ng'yo kokalechi lagochu kibendi ketokchinigei kibendi kisubi. I will subscribe and start following both Bradley and Britney from today. So I will be your friends on Facebook just to follow you guys in what you've been doing or what you will be doing going forward. I have already read so much about you guys and I'm very excited and very, very optimistic that you guys will do great things going forward. So we will be mostly talking in English today, but other than that, akwek tugul jomi tetakwek jomi kisome kele o encouragean lagok koker tetutiet nebo betutab rani amu mising kou eng tetutik tugul chekiibu kokokimwa kele kimeche kecheng bikyok kele mieno oene akisub akecher age. So kimeche kecherin ing or age tugul. This interview comes today on a very, very special time of my life because the Olympics is starting very soon, next week. And we are interviewing athletes or student athletes. And so then I decided, Pyongyang, to bring my gold medal because I wanted to share with our guests today to tell them it's possible, it can be done. All the youths that are watching, it's possible. You start dreaming at their age and you continue working hard, they will tell us. And eventually, if this is your dream to be able to get whatever you want to do, it can be done. So I brought to show them because I'm going to tell them like I told them, or I'll tell you like I told them, that we look forward because this is the Olympics this year is going to be in Tokyo. We would have gone there. I was invited to go there, but I didn't go because of what is going on in the world. So many of my friends were scared, but we are very hopeful that things will go well. But because of COVID, I decided I'm not going to go. So, but Britney, I will be coming to the next Olympics in Paris. And I want to believe that we will see you there. We will be coming to watch you, Britney, in Paris. You will be at the age that I was when we get to Paris. So that is the right age when you go to college. When in college, you know, it will be time to go there. And for Bradley, we will come to Los Angeles because after Paris, your sister will be playing there and you will be playing in Los Angeles. That is 2028. So we will see you there. And this is the gold medal that I won at, I became the youngest 1500 Olympic champion at age 21. So it's possible, it can be done. But welcome all of you to our program. This is episode number 33. We are going to be interviewing Bradley and Bradney. Kibet and Chebet, they are both in Adelaide, South Australia. And they are our guests today. Bradley, I'm told, is 9 years, and Chebet is 16. So we are very, very excited, and you're very, very welcome to our program. So, Osea, before we start, I would like to still request you to tell us who is following us, and then we'll start the program shortly.
Thank you, Balosi, and thanks for sharing the gold medal. I have never seen that gold medal, but due to this special episode, it has been an opportunity for me even to see that gold medal that you are sharing for us tonight. This is a very, very special episode for all of us, Moso talents. For most of people to be called Balosi, it is because of our talents. Later on, you will sometimes normally remind us about OGW. So, and later on, maybe before we end the show, you will probably tell us what is OGW. W. So agongoi agere Rose Letting, then tune in to follow two amazing champions. You are going places, Brit and Brad. We celebrate two family, Kongoi. Rose Letting, wherever you are, Faith Chepchumba, following from Spain. Kongoi, Faith, all the way from Spain. She's following us tonight. Cranton Ledama, following from Masai, Eldoret, Kongoi Ledama. Jessica Chalanga, following the proud of Britney and Bradney, God bless you, our champions, and many people a lot of people. They should be engaged about Fred Chirchir, Gongoi, Fred Chirchir, wherever you are. Esan Tinati, thank you very much. Luke, thank you very much. And many people who are following tonight. I'm going to Ocean or like can show about the Tutabrani. This is Joe, Nathan Big and Philip Melly. Tune in. Thank you, Philip Melly. Thank you, Mate Long. Thank you, Jessica. And all of you, we will recognize you as we proceed on with our show. Keep sharing, keep liking, keep inviting your friends because this is an opportunity. More so for people who are in class 254 where they know more about athletics, they know more about maybe soccer. But today we are hosting a very, very special guest tonight. So Balosi,
Kongoi. I see Lion Ground Sebeng, welcome from Nakuru. I see Joseph Rotich from Narok. I see Lion again. And then continue watching, continue liking, continue sharing. Ruth Ngeno, karibu sana. Asanteni, thank you so much. We will probably ask before I tell you about Australia. We've said it before. Australia. Ko ngagi ge moe ke tini gora. Moe gele kaginyor chitaye kyo kebeberta no Adelaide, South Australia. Nota ko le mita wasea ko the area na meta of Australia ko ginyoru ge le mita karibu 7,692,24 kilometers square. Nota ko gerga 2,969,907 square miles. Number lo eng dunia ko mugul. Emo ni gutinda population about 25.7 million. Nota ko number ko na maksomok in 2020 census. GDP na meta of Australia for $1.375 trillion. That is number 13 in the world. Per capita income, if it was to be shared, or if wealth was to be shared in Australia, each Australian will get about 50,844, number 10 in the world. This country got independence from the British in January 1st, 1901. Australia, as we know it, they say is land of kangaroo. It's very, very interesting. That is the only country you can find kangaroo. Adelaide is the capital city of South Australia with a population of 1.4 million. That is fifth in Australia. It's called land of the free. Most colorful, diverse communities are found in South Australia. So if you are looking for a place to go in Australia, I believe South Australia is very, very good. Global rating, unemployment rate is low. It's in 2020, it was voted the most livable or number 3 most livable city in the world after Auckland, Osaka, and then Wellington, Tokyo, Japan, and then Bath. So there are 3 or about, and then also there was Melbourne and then there was Brisbane. All these cities were found in Australia. So Adelaide was voted number 3 in the world, most livable. So you can see the pictures. This is where we found our guests today. So before we continue, as you see the city, it's very beautiful. We encourage you to visit Australia. I've been fortunate enough I've never been to Adelaide, but I've been to Bath, I've been to Sydney, and I've been to Brisbane. So Australia is a very beautiful country to visit. And I encourage you, when you go or when you visit, we will be in Adelaide. So Osea, Britney, and Bradley, we will be coming to Australia, and we will actually come to Adelaide to visit. So thank you so much. Let me usher in our guest today to say jambo, to say hi, and then we will start our program. I will start with you, Britney, and make sure that you mute and unmute as you speak, so that you're muted now. So, Chamgay, Britney.
Chamgay missing.
Thank you so much, and welcome to our program, Chamgay.
Thank you.
Chamgay, Bradley.
Chamgay missing.
Thank you so much. You're welcome to our program. You are our guest today. So thank you so much for you're very you are invited, and we are very excited for our interview today. Like we said, we will start. The first three questions will go to Janet. Will be asking the first three questions, and then I will come in after that. We will alternate. We will start with Britney, and then we go to Bradley. So I'm saying that because we sometimes, most of the time we believe in ladies first. That is why, but we too appreciate it. So Engineer Janet, you will start us today as we continue. And again, we will start with ladies first, and then we go like that. Engineer Janet, welcome.
Thank you, Balozi and Hosea. Thank you to our guests. So my first question for you, Britney and Bradley, is who is Britney, if you're told to define Britney, and what grade are you and what school do you go to?
Well, Britney is a professional tennis player. She is in year 11, and she goes to St. Peter's Girls' School in Adelaide.
Nice.
Yes.
Grade 11 is equivalent to Form 3, I believe, in Kenya. She will be correct, Britney?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Form
3. How about you, Bradley?
Bradley is a professional tennis player. He's in 4th grade and he attends St. Peter's Boys College in Adelaide.
Awesome. Thank you. And grade 4 is equivalent to standard 4? When will you be going standard 4? Okay. Thank you so much. Awesome. So do you have any siblings, or are you just Britney and Bradley? Or do you have any?
No other siblings, yeah.
It's just you?
Yeah, and it's just us. Yeah, just us. Yeah, no other siblings.
Okay, nice. And then where do you want to go to college? I know, Britney, you're in Form 3, or what do you want to do after high school?
I would like to go to college in the US on a sports scholarship for tennis.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And how about you, Bradley? Where do you want to go to? Is that middle school? And potentially,
middle school.
Have you started thinking about going to college and what you want to do?
No, not really. No.
Not really. Okay. That's okay. You still have plenty of time, so you should be fine. Why do you want to go? So you want to go to college in the US, Britney, you mentioned that. Why do you want to go to college in the US? Why not somewhere else? You have Australia, and I'm sure they are very good colleges.
US offers the bigger opportunities to get my name out there more in tennis, and has a lot more opportunities than Australia would have for me. So
incredible. I'm so glad to hear that, and to hear that you have done the research. So do you know some of the schools? Do you mind sharing with us some of the schools that you would like to attend?
Yeah, I really have my eyes on the University of Miami in Florida, or some of the Ivy League schools such as like Yale, Harvard, or Princeton. Although they're quite hard to get in, I'd like to go there. It's a really good opportunity for me. or yeah, those are my top right now. Nothing else, really.
Okay. Thank you. Balozi, do you have any other questions for them? You are on mute. You are on mute.
Thank you, Britney, and thank you, Bradley. You spoke about the Ivy League schools that you would like to attend, Britney. We are fortunate enough to have Engineer Janet, who also was able to attend some of these schools that you're looking into. And being in the caliber of tennis player you are, you will be able to get in on athletics. So usually they would require you to do well in SATs, and I believe you are a smart student like Janet. So it's very, very possible, and we would probably be visiting you in one of the Ivy League schools. I never went to an Ivy League school myself, but I visited the Ivy League school. Whenever you are there, if you are not smart, you feel smart. So we will visit you. We will visit you. Some of us will visit you, but it's very, very, very possible. Where were you born, Britney?
I was born in Atlanta, Georgia, in the US. Yes.
Oh, so you will be coming home if you come to the US. You are coming home. Probably that is why you want to visit or go to school in America. Like you said, you know, they offer all the scholarships, and you know, more opportunities are there. So we want to wish you the very best as you visit or as you look into getting these into these schools. So we will continue, or say, I don't know, you know, let us know who is still following, and then we'll go to the next questions. Unless you still have another question, Janet. All right. So, Osea, we will come back to you, and then we will usher them in again as we continue. Osea, you're muted. Yeah.
Thank you, Britney and Bradney, for sharing a little bit of your upbringing. It's now into that I'm now discovering that you are born in Atlanta, Georgia. I didn't know that, but that's awesome. We have Lucy Chebet, teach awesome. Britney, very intelligent. Asante sana Lucy Ezekiel Chage, Asante Asana Ezekiel Chage, all the way from Doha, Qatar. James Letting, following from Nakuru, Asante sana. Thioni Ruth, tune in from Belgut, Asante sana. Jita Belgut, Isibe, Asante sana. Pike danget go subet. Ingen bauta brani asandeni sana tagere dori to mikil pat kipto akpike dan kagere gut go subet ingen bauta brani amete rolly sirma following the show all the way from Western Australia. Asante sana watu wa Western Australia. Lona Chepkwet, asante sana from Adelaide, South Australia. Robert from KU, asante sana. Jita Wilimba KU, Kenyatta University. And wherever you are tonight, we humbly requested that share our show, like our show, for us to reach a lot of people. Coril, following from Adelaide, South Australia. Kolo asante sana. Cornelius Kipchirchir Mayo, following live from Otspan Eldoret. Asante sana engineer. Nelly Rono, asante Lion Crown, Sheila Chemweno, and many others. Thank you. Keep liking, keep sharing our show. Welcome, Balozi.
Kongoi, thank you, Osea. Kongoi nga kwek tukul jo subech ko kitcheme geta style ko unito ko Britney, you've and Bradley, you've told us that you were born in Atlanta. I don't know if Bradley, where were you born? Were you born in Atlanta as well, or?
No, I was born in Adelaide, Australia.
Adelaide, Australia. So your sister was born in the US in Atlanta, and you are born in Adelaide. Yeah. So it's very interesting. So Britney, do you have, you know, you are 16 years old. I'm sure you've traveled in different parts. I don't know if you've been to Kenya, if you've been back to America since you were born here and then you moved to Australia. Can you tell us what are the best memories of growing up as a young person in Australia, or any other, any memories of any place that you've been to? Do you have any memories of places you've been to?
Yeah, I have memories from like all the places I've been to, really. I would say the best. Oh goodness, the best place that I've been to, I would say, is Kenya.
Kenya.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. All right. So of all these places, America, Australia, the best place is Kenya.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Bradley?
My best memory is probably going and playing in Spain.
Oh, Spain.
Yeah.
All right. Where in Spain?
Mallorca.
Mallorca. So Spain is very beautiful. So thank you so much. So you've told us, Bradley, and oh, yes.
Allow me to ask them, what did you like most about Kenya, and what did you like most about Spain, Mallorca?
I would say Kenya. I like how it like kind of varies. Like when you go to Nairobi, it's more city, and then when you're in Mombasa, you're in like the beach kind of areas, and a lot of families there as well. So it's very nice to see them.
Awesome. How about you, Bradley? What did you like most in Spain?
I like Spain because I went to the Rafael Nadal Academy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
My favorite tennis player is Academy.
Oh, okay. In Spain.
Yeah.
That is all right. That is beautiful. So you've told us about tennis, and we know you. The reason why we invited you here is to inspire us or speak to us about tennis.
Mm-hmm.
Britney, when did you start tennis, and why tennis? Do you play any other sport or just tennis?
I started playing tennis when I was living in the US. Actually, I was around 3, and I remember watching Serena Williams play, and I think she had just won the US Open or something, and I was really mesmerized by the reaction that the crowd was giving her, and I was like, oh, I really want to be someone like her, so I can have so many fans and stuff. And yeah, I guess that's just where it started, and I continued it when I got to Australia, and we're now here. And I have played a few other sports as well, but I don't continue. I've done swimming, I've done soccer, I've done rowing, I've done it all, but in the end, it's tennis that comes out on top.
All right. So you never tried running because, your parents are from Kenya and, Kenyans are non-runners. Did you try running or not?
I'm not the best runner.
Okay.
No, honestly, I'm not a good runner, no.
Okay, that is fine. Tennis is probably the best sport, and it's the most lucrative sport compared to running. But that is fine. At least you found something and you found what you love. How about Bradley? When did you start tennis, and do you play any other sports, or it's just tennis?
I started playing tennis at 3 years old. I got into the sport because I used to watch my sister play a lot, and that made me get into the sport. And I used to play soccer, but now I'm just focusing on tennis. All
right. So tennis is what you've chosen. You don't after this. Did you try running or not? Or you're not?
No.
No.
Pretty fast.
All right, that is fine. Tennis will get you to more places than even running. So we encourage you to continue doing that. Speaking of tennis, Britney and Bradley, who is your favorite tennis player?
I would say Rafael Nadal. because he's left-handed like me. And women, I would say obviously Serena Williams. She's just
Serena Williams.
icon. Yes.
All right. Yeah, you can be able to get there. Well, how about Bradley? Who is your favorite player, and who would you like to be like?
My favorite men's tennis player is Rafael Nadal, and my favorite women's is Serena Williams. And I would like to be like Rafael Nadal.
Rafael Nadal. Thank you so much. For those of you who are following us, I just did a little bit of research to see, you know, the net worth of some of these tennis players. And I found that the most paid, or a tennis player that was paid a lot or is worth more than any other tennis player is Ion Tirek. That is a Romanian businessman. He's worth about $2 billion. Roger Federer, that is he's from Switzerland, is number 2 at $450 million. And then Novak Djokovic from Serbia is worth about 200 million. Your favorite player, Rafael Nadal from Spain, you told me that you visited there, is worth about $180 million. Serena Williams is number 5, worth about $180 million. So she is number 4 and number 1 in ladies. Number 6 is Andre Agassi from the US, 175. My favorite tennis player was Pete Sampras. He's from the US also, worth about $150 million. Maria Shekharova from Russia, or Russian-born, is worth about $135 million. Venus Williams is number 11 at $95 million. So you are at the right spot, my dear Bradley and Britney. So continue aspiring and doing that, because it's very special. So I thought it was nice to share some of that. Rafael did very well, and I'm glad you visited his training camp in Spain.
Yeah.
And probably you loved it.
Hmm?
So now that you've told us who is your favorite player.
Yeah.
Yes, as a young player like yourself, can you take us through about, you know, training? Because, you know, there are a lot of young people following, and they are probably interested to know, because some people would think that, you know, you just wake up and go.
Awesome.
Like your typical training time, when do you get up to be able to start training? Can you take us through, Britney, a little bit about, you know, training for a young person so that they can have an understanding?
Yeah. So if we do like the morning trainings, they'll probably go from 6 to 7 before school. And then after school, we have like a squad, like where we train a large group from 5:30 to 7. And then the private lessons will go either for an hour or 2, or as long as you like. It's just one-on-one with the coach. And then I also I'm the top player for my school. So then I train at school on a Thursday morning at 7. And then I play competitions on a Monday evening.
What about you, Bradley? You know, take us through, you know, like I can imagine, you know, starting at 3 when you are 3, you know, like I have my grandson who is 5 years. Maybe I should start telling him to play tennis, or I don't know what sports they like. They love to run. So I guess I will introduce them. So what would you tell, you know, somebody about your training, Bradley?
I would say that we train 5 days a week. We train on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we have matches on Saturday. I have matches on Saturday.
So do I.
So does Britney. And then Friday night.
I play on a Friday night.
He plays on a Friday night. And at school on Wednesdays in the morning from 7:30 to about 8:30 maybe sometimes. And yeah. And private sometimes.
Thank you, Bradley. So Britney and Bradley, you know, playing tennis, practicing and doing this, and, you know, there is also school. When do you do your homework? You know, because how do you balance all this? And you are friends. because do you get time to visit with friends? Do you get time? How do you do it?
Well, yeah, it's definitely hard for me, I would say, to balance everything, but I find my way around it. I get time with my friends a lot, yeah, but sometimes it is cut off because I've got to play tennis, or we're away, or we're not in the state because we're traveling for tennis. But no, it's getting harder to balance schoolwork though, because getting to the end of school, it's more important to study now. But I've got it in the end, so I'll be okay.
So you are able to balance. You know, sometimes you have to forego other things for others. Sometimes you have to tell your friends, "I'm sorry, I can't come because I have homework and I have tennis to play."
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Bradley? How do you balance? You know, do you disappoint your friends sometimes? You know, because they want to call to play and you tell them, "No, I have a match and I have homework to do," or what do you tell them?
So sometimes when we usually make a time for like a play date, that might be on the day when I have tennis. So usually sometimes they come and watch me sometimes, or sometimes we just have to cancel it, or so sometimes we have to travel, and yeah.
All right.
And schoolwork, I usually do that after the training. I try to fit that in, but yeah, it's getting pretty hard now.
Okay. Yeah, it can be done. Thank you. Thank you, Bradley. It can be done. You know, I was able to do that. I disappointed some of my friends because, you know, sometimes they call you, you are supposed to go for practice. You know, sometimes it's okay to disappoint, but, you know, just continue to balance like that. And we are very proud of you guys because you are able to balance. So if I was to, let's say I was to schedule a tournament between Bradley and Britney, who would win?
Me.
All right. All right. Maybe Bradley, do you agree with that, or you?
No.
She will have to work hard for her money, right?
For now, she can win, but just look out in the future.
In the future, so it's going to be tough, Britney, in the future. So you can win now, but you have to work hard for your money. So let me come back again, Britney. I found out that there are some things that you do, you know, like in Kenya, you know, like that you help in projects in Kenya. What are some of the things that you do? Because, you know, you told us that Kenya is your favorite country. I'm told you help girls in Kenya. What exactly do you do?
So I have these packs that I give out to girls who you know struggle to get sanitary products, and I have this pack, and it's called Britney's sanitary pack, and it's given out to girls who can't afford to get sanitary packs, and in which when they don't have these sanitary products, they can't go to school or they can't do normal day things, which isn't ideal. And yeah, that's what I do, and it's called FT.
So what made you do this? Because, you know, I mean, you would have done it in Australia, you would have done it anywhere. What made you choose Kenya and not any other country?
My parents inspired me to focus on Kenya, yeah.
Okay, so they inspired you. You went. How do you get, you know, where do you get the money? You know, do you solicit for money to be able to do this, or
no?
You go to daddy? You go to daddy and tell him, "I want money."
No, my parents have a foundation in Kenya called BET Group Foundation, which is run by Jessica, I believe, and she's doing a really good job over there. And so, no, the money comes from the foundation that my parents have founded.
Oh, so you just go there to help, and you decided to do this. That is very,
I'm the ambassador.
Oh, the ambassador. So I'm also an ambassador. But thank you. That is wonderful. And Janet, I don't know if you have to add something in that, because it's very, very special to be able to find a young person like her who thought about, she visited Kenya and saw that, there is need for young girls, and she's doing so much. Because now, Britney, that also adds something on top of your plate, because you have school, you have tennis, you have friends. Now you have a project that you do in Kenya. How often do you visit Kenya for this project of yours?
Yearly. I would love to visit yearly or even more, but due to COVID, I doubt I'll be able to get out into Kenya very soon. But I would love to come yearly or even twice a year.
All right. That's good. I don't know if Bradley would help too. Bradley, in the future, you will find something to do, and you maybe help your sister and parents. You're welcome. You will discover something that you can do to help as well.
Yeah.
All right. So, Janet, I thought you had something to add on that.
Yeah, I just want to say, Britney, I think that's really, really incredible that you thought of other girls who don't have the basics, just like sanitary pads and just hygiene products so that they can go to school. So I'm just curious, Britney, have you ever talked to some of these girls and just heard of their stories, and what comes to your mind the most, or what touches your heart and makes you want to keep going, since you've said you want to go there once, twice a year, or even more?
I have met these girls. Yes, in the pictures we saw before, that was me and all the girls, and I'm sure the number of them has grown to even more because that was 2 years ago. But what inspires me to keep going is they made a very lovely video talking about me, and that was very nice. To hear their faith that they have in me and stuff is like really nice of them. So that what keeps on pushing me. And it's very lovely to have such a huge following back in Kenya.
Awesome.
So if I was to ask Britney, like, how many girls have you helped so far? Have you counted, or you don't know,
So far it's around 1,500 or maybe even more, which is a really large number actually, and hopefully it will keep on growing and growing.
Thank you, Britney. 1,500 is a lot of people, and we truly appreciate you, and continue. Some of us will, when we come to Kenya, let us know when you go there so that we can come and help. I don't know how we'll help, but I'm sure Janet will help a lot more, but we will do something to help as well, because it's very special. As we wait for Bradley to find something, Bradley, we will join you as well so that we can help people back there. There is a lot of need over there. And we want to wish you all the best, Bradley and Britney, so that you get this kind of amount of money so that you can go and help a lot of or more girls back in Kenya. Janet, I don't know if you have something to add.
Yes, I wanted to just ask Bradley. Bradley, do you usually help in this project or this organization, and how do you help? Because I think even you, from your age and as a young man, I'm sure you always play a part, because I have seen you in the pictures.
I help by
Do you help Chebet distribute her product or her package?
I help passing out the packages and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's nice. What else do you do? Is there anything else you do, or that's you support Chebet in the back?
I speak to the girls. I hear their stories as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I want to ask you both, what do you tell these girls? And maybe some of them might one day, or maybe some of them could be listening to you right now. or they might find this video one day and they will want to hear from you. What do you tell these girls?
I tell them never give up, even in the worst of situations. You know, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. So never give up is what I would say.
Awesome. Do you have any words for them, Kibet?
Work hard at school. Get good grades. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'm sure they have had, and you have inspired them. I'm sure you keep inspiring them, not just by providing what the hygiene package, but also giving them that motivation and showing them that it's possible no matter what. So thank you for sharing that. So what if some other young girls are watching you right now, Britney and Bradley? What would you tell them?
I would tell them to definitely prioritize school first. It's always good to finish school and have that behind you. And yeah, you never know where finishing school could take you so far. So yeah, I think education is always the #1 priority.
Okay, thank you.
And Britney, for those who want to do sports and education, I know you prioritize education. If there is young girls or young people like your age who would want to do what you do, like do sports and education, what message would you have for them?
I would tell them follow your dreams. Yeah, sorry, just do what do what your heart tells you to do. You know, if you have like a dream to, I don't know, be the fastest person in the world, you know, you can always achieve that dream. Nothing is impossible. So definitely, yeah. And sports. With sports, it's a very good thing to have behind you as well. So I think sports is also, I think, second after education, because sports can also take you very far.
Anything you want to add on that, Bradley?
Maybe even get a scholarship to a college.
Yeah. All right. It is very possible, Britney and Bradley, because I was not going to get money to pay to go to college, but I thought about it and used my sports to be able to get my education. So, and like you said, both of you said, traveling has been the best education for me. I've been able to travel to so many places because of sports and be able to use sports to get the education. So it's very special. So we'll encourage you to continue doing both because they are both important. Education first and then sports second. So both of them, if you balance time or time management, you will be able to do that. Or say, I don't know if you have any question, you know, as we go. And if Janet still has any other question, we would, you know, or say, I don't know if you have any question.
Yeah, thank you, Britney and Bradney, for sharing your journey and for what you have done. So I have some few questions. One question, Bradney and Britney, it's a privilege for us to host you tonight. So tell us, how many seasons do you have actually for a year for the whole year as a tennis player? So if you are in a position to tell us the season that you play across the year for our listeners and viewers who are watching us tonight to know, because most of that they don't know much about tennis.
Yeah, so tennis is a summer and a winter sport, so it can be played all year round. But throughout the year we have 2 seasons, a summer season and a winter season. So yeah.
So in this year, Bradney, have you participated in how many sports in this year?
How many sports?
Yeah, that you have participated in this year, in this summer season, winter season.
Maybe over 70 this year, tournaments this year.
So you have attended 70 tournaments?
17.
17 in winter.
Yeah, 17. Okay.
Yeah.
And
so
sorry, Britney and Bradley, how are you able to do this with COVID? You know, how are you training with the challenges that we had, were you continuing to play or train in COVID? And what have you done? Did it affect you?
It did affect us in the beginning with the lockdown. We couldn't do anything because we had to stay inside the house. But tennis is quite COVID friendly because you're on the opposite sides of the net, and it's quite socially distanced anyway, unlike soccer football where you're touching and stuff. So it's very COVID friendly.
Okay, I like that, tennis is COVID friendly because you're on the other side of the net and the other person is there. So you just play, you don't even touch the person, but the ball. So, it affected you a little bit, but you are able to travel. Did you travel across the states or no?
Well, in the middle of 2020, tennis tournaments were cancelled for 6 months, which was a lot. So that was hard to do. But 2021, we've been traveling across Australia because that's what we're allowed to do. Nothing international though.
Oh, okay. So were you able to train while for the 6 months lockdown? Did you train personally at home, or what did you do?
Yeah, in the lockdown, we just did little workouts to keep fit because it's quite easy to put on weight in lockdown.
Okay. Same to Bradley. Were you able to exercise, or you did it indoors or at home?
Oh yeah, we have like this tennis net like near the garage, inside the garage. So yeah, we use that to hit.
So you invented a way to play, you hit against the wall and play and still play with your sister, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Janet, Osea, you are continuing.
Yeah, another question, Britney and Bradney. For instance, we know in Australia sometimes there is extreme temperatures, more so in summer, which sometimes run up to 40 degrees. Which season do you see as a tennis player is best for you? Is it winter or summer, or it doesn't matter at all?
But both seasons I like. But they both have their pros and they have their cons. So I think they're quite equal, if I'm being honest. But for summer, if it's over 36, it's too hot to play. And then in winter, if it's raining and the court is too slippery, then it gets cooled off. So they both have their highs and their lows.
So, but you are okay with both seasons?
Yeah, both seasons we're able to play, so any's fine.
What about you, Kibet?
Between winter and summer, probably summer. Summer's probably my favorite because it's really hot and I really love hot weather, and it's better to play in hot weather than cold. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. One more question, Britney. Latest year, I normally follow what your mom posts, and I saw you were with Stephen Marshall. Stephen Marshall is the premier of South Australia. How did you get that opportunity to meet with a premier of South Australia?
I had the lovely opportunity through my school. I had the opportunity to spend the day with the Attorney General of South Australia, and I spent the day with her, and it was a busy day actually, so I met a lot of different politicians, and one of them was Stephen Marshall, so that was great to meet him.
Wow, that was so awesome. So did you actually, what did you discuss with them? Also the politician or staying around the parliament?
Yeah, I went to a few sittings and it was interesting to see what they spoke about. I went to a few media press conferences and stuff. That was really cool to see the insides of that. And I just went through an office day, like what worksheets she went through and different things like that, like things inside her actual day, which were quite interesting to see because you don't see that from the outside. So
awesome.
Thank you so much.
Last question is, you mentioned both Britney and Bradney, you say you are best students of what you represent your college, both St. Peter's Girls and St. What privilege do you get in schools as the best, or which criteria did the school use so that they give you that position of being the best students of the college?
Well, they look at our rankings and how we're doing in state tennis, and they hand out the scholarship, and then academic as well. They look at that, so that's what goes. Yeah.
Yeah. Following up on that, Britney and Bradley.
Thank you. Welcome, engineer.
Kongoi, thank you. So following with that, Britney and Bradley, I know I noticed in some of your photos that you have won a couple of awards, tournaments. Can you tell us some of them and some of your favorite ones, if you can remember?
Yeah, so we've got a few here. Bradley, you can explain this one.
So this one, I won this one in Kenya. I came second in the tournament. In the Kenyan Open.
In the Kenya what?
Open. Kenya Open.
Kenya Open. Okay.
Oh.
In Nairobi Club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's incredible.
These two here, I would say, are one of the coolest ones I have. This was from the same tournament, just 2 years different. This was the winner. I won this one, and this was the runner-up. This was 2018. This was 2019. So that was really cool to win that to get this trophy 2 years later. And what I would say is my favorite trophy, probably my biggest one actually, is this one here. This was the most consistent player of 2016 to 2017, which was quite a while ago, but I would still say one of my favorites, the biggest one I have probably.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So roughly about how many trophies have you won?
A lot. I would say maybe 50.
15. All right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 50. 50.
Oh, 50, 15.
Yes.
Oh, wow. So I guess Daddy will have to make a bit closer so that, you know, you can put all these trophies, or we should ask Daddy to, you know, to make room for all these so that, you know, there is more trophies to come. So if Daddy is hearing us, we will probably ask him to, Daddy has to make room for more trophies coming.
Yeah, there's a cabinet with all our trophies inside of it.
Okay, we appreciate that. So coming towards, we are almost coming towards the end, and Bradley and Britney.
Sorry, Bradley would just like to show one more. Sorry, Bradley wants to show one more trophy.
Okay, share one more, Bradley. All right.
This is my first trophy in 2018. Friday night division winner in term 2, Orangeville.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was his first trophy.
That is beautiful, Bradley.
Yeah.
So because we are almost coming to an end, and you know, you've spoken of the support of people who've supported you. Your parents are probably your biggest supporters. Some of us are going to be following you.
Yeah.
And I will start with you, Britney. If there is something that you haven't told Mom and Daddy, what would you tell them? Something special, something good, having supported you and everything, you know, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that I feel very lucky because not most children get parents like them. So I'll forever cherish parents like them.
Oh, wow. That is very, very special. What about Mr. Bradley here?
I would say I'm really thankful for how you guys have been supporting me and Britney throughout our tennis career and all the tournaments we've played. I've watched us for nearly every match. And
so every match they've been there supporting you guys.
Yeah.
That is very, very special, and that is very, very, you know, very special. You know, to have parents who travel with you. They came with you to Spain, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think they would miss out on that.
Yeah. All right. That is wonderful. So I don't know if you have anything else to add, Janet, before we ask them, you know, to say something to our followers. And you know, what do you have to add, Janet?
Yeah, I will. I just want to congratulate both of you. You're winning awards, and I'm sure the children who are watching us today, or some of the young athletes or young aspiring athletes, have been quite inspired. So, congratulations. Keep up the great work. I know we'll come to watch you, we'll be following you. You have gained a lot more following now with all our followers today. So, we're all rooting for you.
Thank
I
you.
saw that your grandma and some of your family are watching from back home.
What grandma? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the question again?
So I saw that they're watching you
Yeah.
and listening to you today. They're very, very excited. What can you tell them? Your grandparents or your siblings, your cousins at home in Kenya. What do you tell them?
I would tell them thank you for the support. It means so much to both of us, and just keep on doing it, and we will try and make you guys proud every match we play.
How about you? Thank you. I'm sure they've had that and they're very happy. How about you, Bradley?
Yeah, really what Brittany said. Thank you for supporting us, and yeah.
Awesome.
We
Thank
love
you
it.
so much. Thank you so much, Britney and Bradley.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Before we let you say something towards the end, I would like to ask Engineer Janet to say something that, you know, what have you learned from this, and what can you tell other people? Janet, what is your takeaway experience from having these wonderful student athletes, I call them, or champions? I call them champions as well. What would you say, Janet?
Yeah, definitely very, very inspired by you, and I cannot wait to see how much more you can do. You are the shining stars, and thank you for being you. I just want to encourage you to keep on going. We're all, like I have said so many times, we're all rooting for you. Don't like you've shared with other children, is don't ever give up. I know it might be challenging, and the trainings and balancing academics might be hard, but I am continue doing what you're doing. And for Brittany, I know you're doing an amazing job with the girls back home, and I want to challenge other girls to also do the same, or other kids or other children to also try and do the same. There's always something you can do, and you will get the support that you need. So you've been very inspiring, Brittany. Thank you. And thanks for your eloquence. You're very good at just sharing your thoughts and presentation. Keep up the same spirit. When you come to college, I wish you well. And I can't wait. I'll come visit you at some point when you come here. Bradley, when I come to Australia, I hope to meet you and come visit you too. And I look forward to also being in one of those US Opens, Australian Opens, or one of the tournaments to just cheer you on. For our listeners, I hope Abwatiale, allow me to speak in Kale. Abwatiale I am very much challenged about how these kids have been raised. And I just want to say thank you to their parents. Abwatiale ngotkoga se chigo tishanji lakwe tagatugul netinya ambition and nemaje sugoe something they can start very young. One thing nega legita will play any tennis from about 3 years of age. So it's possible. Let's start early. Our kids can do anything and everything, and they can accomplish. Our focus, determination, and support in our parents. It takes a whole village to support and build. Onge building talent wherever we can. Let's build talent and encourage our kids. Thank you.
Kongoi nye Janet, kongoi Engineer Janet, ameje ye ngololi osea, kongot ko mugaksei sharean pik ya singyo, so koi yetesetai kumwaiwech osea kole kaip ne eng ng'olyondoni, Ko ibarwe bijainik. As we continue, we would like to see some of the pictures of them playing and some of whatever you have, Janet, as we continue, before we let them say something towards the end. Ko engostoikyok and our followers tugul. Kawagaslo kimengejen, I was trying to imagine what you need to tell a 3-year-old of how to hold a tennis, whatever. It's not easy. Kenyishek mut kora kokorom ko kenyishek somok ko ke organize and Chitab konai kole kichesoni tennis kiyoe ni lakwet nemining so kotoi komengechen ako kakoskochigei followers chechok tugul, lagok chemengechen cheibwoti kora biik eng olin bo gaa. So tos ibwoti chito age, tos ibote che nginyoru ki nekenyoru ibwoti ile takitoret biik. So kimeche kiwekyi kongoi lagochu, kimeche kiwekyi kongoi sigik chekimuch konet lagochu kole kibwoti biik eng olin bo gaa. Kokas ole lagochu ko kikisikyin Chebet Atlanta, kesikyi Bradley Adelaide, lakini Kenya kobwat Kenya kora. Matokole ngeborye ole Australia, lakini kebwat biikab gaa. Ko kimeche kiwekyi kongoi. Ko pichainik cheokere eng yo ko lagochu kotesetai kochesoni ak tuguk cheyoe, ko kimeche kiwekyi kongoi. Ko Osea, let me have you say something. What is your takeaway?
Thank you, Balosi. Thank you, Engineer. Thank you, our special guest, Chebet, Kibet. A very, very special name. The choice of the name is so wonderful, Chebet and Kibet. So, Britney and Bradney, we have learned a lot. Me personally, I've never even think that one day I will get an opportunity like to know about Dennis, but it's a privilege. I was born in a village known as Tuluamwetun in Kenya. So, but dreams are valid. What you are doing here, you are doing amazing work. So, continue. I came to Australia like 3 years ago, and I've seen what your parents are doing. I think this 80% of the support. Every weekend they share. They have gone. They have worked with you to the tournament. Lastly, I think last week I saw your mom and dad. You were watching in Channel 9 under the courtesy of what you are doing, and that was really, really good. It was so inspiring to see your dad and mom in Channel 9. And
yeah, we were on Channel 9.
Under the courtesy of the sport. So another thing that I've learned, like if you start thinking and you are passionate about it, definitely you will succeed. So you are a mentor. You have inspired a lot of kids, the young kids here in Australia. I think most of the families here. Most of the weekend, wherever you go, I saw some of the families, they came around and start watching what you are doing. Some young kids are learning now. They are interested to join tennis, and you are the first pioneers that you venture into this new game. So continue. We're happy as the community here in Adelaide, a small community. We will continue representing us. You are really, really good ambassadors for us wherever you are. We are so proud. Lastly, Britney and Bradney, your dad and your mom are my role models, and they are mentors of many people here in Adelaide. What really, are you able to tell us maybe only one thing that you learned in your parents, both your mom and dad, that some of us, we have never known about them, because we have known them as really, really good people. They are supporting us in the community, doing a lot of things. What have you learned from your mom and dad?
I would say I've learned that their grit and their determination to work very hard is very inspiring. So yeah, they've really shown me that, hard work really does pay off, even if it takes a very long time. It ends up paying off in the end.
Oh, thank you. What about Kibet?
I've learned that you never give up. Hard work and dedication leads to something good. So.
Thank you.
So thank you, Osea. Thank you, Britney and Bradley. We truly appreciate. For me, I'm so encouraged, I'm so inspired, and like we agreed, and we are gonna, before we end, we said, and I'm requesting again, Janet and our brother Osea, to get prepared so that we, as you come to college in America on a full ride, they call it full ride or full scholarship, because you deserve that. Don't ask for less, ask for full scholarship because you deserve that. So while you come, we would probably be getting prepared so that we will come and watch you in Paris in 2024, the next Olympics. And then we will proceed to watch both of you in Los Angeles in 2028, while you represent your country and represent us, because we are going to be your followers. We want to wish you the very best, and we believe, and we are speaking good words and wishing you the very best in your endeavors, in your education and sports. For our followers, it can be done. It's possible, it can be done. Yeah, these young two people have shown us that it can be done. Even you can start at a young age and be able to achieve whatever you want. Continue dreaming.
Yes.
We want to wish you the very best. I want to ask you, both of you, to just say anything you want us to, to hear about, sports and education, and, to all our followers. What can you tell them, Britney?
I would just like to say, first of all, thank you very much, all three of you, for having us today on your show. It was a privilege to be on your show today. So we both really loved it. And what I would say is, I also want to say thank you to everyone who is watching at home, and thank you so much for your ongoing support. It really means a lot to both of us. And what I would say is just to keep praying for us, because it really does help us to keep on moving forward and to keep on progressing in our tennis. So yes, I love that. Yeah, that's what I like to say. And when I come to America, definitely love to see you guys in America.
You are very welcome, Bradley. You welcome. You will have family in America. We are here in Columbus, Ohio. Janet is in Florida. If you end up in Florida, Janet will be closer. We are not very far. We would probably visit you and come and watch some of your tournaments while you represent your school, your country, and yourself. So, Bradley, would you say something to our followers, people who followed you, people watching you? What would you tell them?
First, I just want to say thank you to you three for letting us be on the show. And thank you for everybody watching and putting their time in to watch this. And all the parents out there, so make sure you support your kids in the sport that they're playing. And yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for especially speaking to the parents to support their young ones. They need the help to be able to proceed and succeed. We want to wish you both the very best in your education.
Thank you so much.
Your sporting. We will continue following you. We will subscribe to be your followers, and we ask everybody to do that so that we follow them and see what you will be. I believe, and we all believe, that you guys will be also ranked like the 11 people that I mentioned, like the Roger Federer, Novak, Rafael Nadal, who is Bradley aspires to be like. Serena Williams, we want to see a Serena Williams in Chebet. We want to see a Rafael Nadal in Kibet. We want to see Andre Agassi in them. We want to see Pete Sampras. We want to see Venus William in you guys. We want to
Thank
wish you the very best. We will
Thank you so
continue
much.
following you. We love you so much and continue doing us proud. We are very, very proud of you guys. May God continue to bless you guys and make you guys champions of the world. Thank you so much.
Kongoi.
Kongoi Miseng, Kongoi, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Kongoi kasubik yak tugul jege subej kagimi and a very very special episode in betu tabrani ke mi sasa maksamo kakitindai talent young talents to ay shoni kidan ngemi ta Australia pleni jaga tennis amete kitwale so subscribe or like or share shong lago kema nyor shoini o yapti wara so nyor shoini in episodes nebo episode number 3 am very very special idagat ake nyor ide ngemi ta Australia go kuma raisi amu go shoni cho ay ago go en present ngemi ta Australia talent so Chitab Kalenjin kotinye several talent igere idagat go ngete olimbo kipkelion lakini boisiet no en emet olep Australia ko boisiet neo so ongetuye en episode
Osea kotomo iwekte soet anan kotom ketar Osea ko kameche kityo kotatesyin kasubikyok ale yeigere manyamnyum kimuch ketepse lagok chemengech cheuchu ko kakityem olete ole kimuchi amu kosubkei ak kenyisiekwak okere ole kakwai nemie ako nesire tugul eng tukchu tugul chu kakeng'alale ko kenyor lagok chemengechen cheibwoti kwai tuguk cheechen chemae okot sigik anan mae biik cheechen. So kameche atebenen kasubikyok inye nekaisubet tos ngiyoe boisiet neiyoe ko ngap ibwat ile meche ketoret biik alak noto amune sikakikur lagochu amu igere ile ichek ko kikisikyi chepto no Atlanta nyokomeny Australia kinyekimutu koker Kenya koker sigik koker the need akocham kole meche kwai ako kakomwa ine kole ing kimaswek chekikobunot tugul kikwo Spain kikwo olimbo Europe kikonyo America kikosungukan kokale chome Kenya kotokochome Kenya ameche atebenen kasubikyok tugul ichome emeng'ung yekai ko ngot ichome ibwat chitab kokwet rikyi chi age sikobit ketestai tugul kiro kele kakiyai tuguk chekimuchi keyai sigik korikyi lagok akotou makitou okot mekonye kot koet chito imuchi itou kotokomining kobo kenyisiek 3 ko kaketoi kinet chito ki so imukakse keyai tukchu tugul kimeche kelecho kongoi eng akwek tugul chekaosubech kakimitei noto episode 33 yeking'etyi eng yu komakinoe kele ano ole kebendi ketokchinigei emet age mara kebe olimbo South America mara kebe Australia mara kebe Europe mara kebwa Kenya mara kebwa America lakini kiibwok tetutik ketesetai kunoto kimeche kelecho kongoi netetany ak muren Osea.
Kongoi balozi Peter Rono all the way from Olimba Columbus Ohio kongoi engineer ninyo kongete Olimba Miami Florida ak taekyok chekimi olep nyumbani Adelaide South Australia ak biik tugul chekesubech ing kemboutab rani kitinye biik chekakeityi eng kemboutab rani biik che karibu chechang ameche kityo awekwo kityo kongoi ing wholesale oye mole kalya kimi kingen kele kimi pamoja akere kityo ambassador Kiprop chito nebo Western Australia nekakole kabisa kinyikonyor opportunity ako interactan ak icheket chekikaba olimbo kebeberta nebo Western Australia ak biik chechang angot Manu Mutai, Ezekiel, Dennis Kitur, Queen chebo Mursi ak Jessica, Philip, Melly, Ruth, Rose, Jessica, Esther, Kennedy Rono, Matelong, Luget, Wilson Korosco, C, Northern Carolina, Cornelius, Engineer, Faith, Sami mwenyewe, kongoi, director, Hagerenyo Mijini kwa jini, Canston, Jessica, James, Chepkoge, Lion, Ezekiel, chang biik akale kityo ngamentionen agenga kona ngetuye nge episode neisubi notok episode number 34 akengete akebe emet nerube ngamakwaki age tugul nemie chomi emetab Kenya chomi emetab Australia chochopchinigei oruye alechina good night chomi olimbo nyumbani chomi lanji kimakwaki age tugul nemie chomi America kimakwak betut nebo kaberuret ngetuye nge episode number 34
Kikimwachi kikimwae en wikit konye kurorira nyingonamgei chitab Kalenjin ak kasarta epchei chito chitab Kalenjin